This is bullshit. What the hell? Lame. Yep. Everything is fine. Everything is as it should be. What the fuck? What the fuck? And there was TK like, what do I pay you guys for? Oh, yes. So fucking yes, dude. That was amazing. That's right. One enemy, 4 suplexes. Ha! What's up? Man. I don't know if I can handle all this. It's just too funny. Yo. Hello. That dude just straight got meteor smashed. This is officially a Smash Brothers game. Good. I'm glad that you're killing off some of your own dudes. Get in the car. You what? Is there any chance you might want to get in the car at some point? Yeah, get in the car on fire. It's a great idea. We only waited for like 80 people to show up. What the fuck? Dude, what are you doing? You gonna be stubborn about this, bro? He's clipping into it. Wow. He's going right back into it. Way to get fucking spired. Oh, that's fucking perfect. Arena is set in stone. What's up? Okay. This needs to be plugged in. Sorry, I'm just having like a moment here that I should have probably left my shit on the BRB screen or the getting started screen before having a moment. Anyway, it's been a while since I played with Takeminakata, so let's see if my key use is out of control. Oh, I was on mid stance that whole time. God. That's a great start, morally speaking. That was probably a bit risky, but whatever. Ooh. His humanity sprite got me. So when once you've gained access to a Scroll of the Damned, like once you have any access to it at all, so you've cleared any part of the depths, it's possible for you to encounter revenants that have Scroll of the Damned, and they'll drop them. So that's why when I see a grave that has the white shine, even if I'm using a weapon, I don't... Wow. Even when I'm using a weapon I don't really want to deal with revs with, I do it anyway. It's real weird that Titanic Strength, the follow-up hit me right there, because typically, like, if you just stand still and hold guard, it's... Like, if the first part staggers you, the second part will hit you. It's guaranteed. But if you hold any direction, then you sort of, like, you cancel a little bit of that stagger animation, and it'll let you guard. So I don't know why it didn't let me guard there. Wow. Oh. Anyways, I imagine the only weapons I'll really feel the burn key-wise on this Switch is Splitty, probably Switch. I didn't do the right thing. I was distracted by talking about weapon types and this dickhead. But yeah, Splitty, Switchglaive, probably Hatchets, and Kusa, if I were to guess. I'm trying not to knock this dude off of the platform. What? I feel like I felt the tension of my key burn right there. Little bit less comfortable than I was hoping. Man, I'm never gonna get enough of that Sword of Discernment magically having fucking super armor properties that it shouldn't have at all. Like, it's a good interruption tool. If I just got straight interrupted with it, then it'd be like, yo, that was a hot time for this Revenant to pop off with that. But that's not what's happening. Have some burn. You know, it's one aspect that I don't talk about really at all when I'm using Shinseihiko, but another great, amazing, wonderful use for Dweller is the fact that if you're starting to run low on ki, you can just cast Dweller and back off for a second. Like, the fact that he's a low-cost cast and he just hangs out. But there's also the fact that, like, if I wanted to, like, really... What's a good way to, chew up as much ki as possible really fast? But yeah, that's usually how that would work. Bird. Well, that was a bit weird. I mean, it worked out okay, but it was a bit weird. Oh. All of the goods. I'm not gonna lie, starting an encounter with a Revenant in that particular location was uncomfortable. Well, fuck him, I guess. Good job, guy. Oh, fuck off. Part of me wonders if this is like an intentional bamboozle, or if this is just... Like, is this good design or bad design? Because it very easily could be either one. Fucking dipshit. I was just trying to drive him in a particular direction. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to push him this way. I'm not worried about this. Oh no. Sure. Have some bird. I'm not gonna lie, that annoyed me. I should have had my tackle animation, in which case I should not have been stunnable. Or at least, like, he should not have been able to knock me down with the attack that he knocked me down with, because during this, I have super armor, and that super armor is... Honestly, the super armor on this is stupid. It's stupid how powerful it is. And, like, anybody, like, making arguments about the fists being overpowered, honestly, the one concession I definitely give on that is Reckless Tackle, or Reckless Charge. Reckless Charge is bonkers. It's absurd. not only do you get to be a moving, persistent hitbox, but during it, you have an obscene... Like, this is how strong the super armor is. You can charge right through a Fuki. Good lord. You can charge right through a Fuki cannon. You can charge right through a hand cannon. You can charge right through actual cannons. The only attacks you cannot just charge through, because they are the only attacks in the game that, as far as I know, do in fact ignore super armor outright, is red attacks. So burst attacks, with the exception of Tateyaboshi's scythe swings, are red attacks, but they're not burst attacks. Which I find can be endlessly frustrating. I loathe Takeminaboshi for that. It is in fact one of my biggest complaints with that particular enemy. Did I didn't. Yeah, you saw that reckless charge she dodged, and it just auto followed her. It's so dumb. It's so dumb how, like, it's good, but should it be that? You can also sort of use it to, like, cheese ledges, so, like... So, like, let's say I wanted to bum rush this, but, like, I don't feel confident that I'm not gonna fall off. You can still bum rush it. You can just do this. Because you can't fall off while you're doing that. Well, presumably. There are some areas in the game that have goofy angles that where, like, the angle counts as a platform, but you can slide off of it. There's only one place that I can think of where that's a thing. In this one, anyway. And that's in, I think it's called A Song of Storms, like the first DLC mission. Oh no, Kidioki noticed me. Whatever shall we do? Good job, buddy. You almost had me. Suiki? Yeah. I genuinely thought I was gonna have to come in with the extra hit in order to get that. All divines? Odd. Man, imagine if that dragonfly shit was any good. Against me, it's merely a nuisance. Against them, it's not even that. Boy, she came running in, she was so excited. That's not what I input. But, you know what? Fuck it. It worked out okay, I guess. I mean, I would say that that was a good escape. It just didn't help her. Bonk. Real talk, man, my playlist really could use some more music like this. More world stuff in general, right? Like, I'd quite like to get to a point to where there's, like, a fair amount of music from all around the world. Obviously, the playlist is video game music only, but surely there's, like, more games with, like really sick-ass Latin flair and like Chinese music, Japanese music, Korean music. Like, man, like, I'm sure that there's like a whole lot of, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm sure that there's a whole lot of cultures that don't really feature in video games often enough to really have much of a soundtrack. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, that's unfortunate. Oh. Hello? Game, what are you doing? Oops. I felt reasonably certain that he was gonna go for a grab. That's why I switched to high stance. But he did a combo instead. Tell you what, I need more creepy music in this soundtrack as well. Like, I mean, honestly, that's one that I've been, like, really hurting for. Like, you know what? Probably what I ought to do, because I've got, like, a list of games that I'm set to check, and some of them, I've noticed that I've apparently added a bunch of games that, like, looking for their music at all is dubious at best. A few of them I've noticed don't even have Wikipedia pages. Which I would not normally look at as being like a negative for anything, and yet I gotta say that is that does seem to be a solid indicator of how difficult it is to find proper information on something. Anyways, Darkness Brewing. Which one is this? Oh, that. Yeah. Okay. Tonfa. I've got plenty of scrolls from EP. Not worried about that shit. Do I want to do paralysis strengths? I mean, this is Tonfa after all, right? You know, I keep on forgetting that for the purpose of, like, Kodama Fleet Step, this shit has a hitbox. I don't know why. It's dumb. I don't like it. Pain in the ass. I still want to know exactly what kind of plant did they imagine just sprouts evil. Bro, god damn it. Okay. New Peppo is a very, very, very key heavy enemy. God damn it. God damn it. So. Oh look, it didn't work out. Bye. What? Okay. You know, I have a highlight of true and through going right through an enemy and not hitting them, and like the one justification that I could have for that in the highlight that I'm thinking of is that the enemy was a Kadoka, and Kadoka is like floating above like an incline, and I did the true and through from below, so I could imagine like the attack passing under it. But in this case, what the fuck? I fully disagree. Just in case, you know, anybody associated with the game wanted to know if I agreed or not, I don't. Super armor ass bullshit, dude. Genuinely, like, that's my biggest complaint with fighting human enemies in this game at all. Is just when an enemy is capable both of blocking and having super armor, bruh. I know that that probably sounds really hypocritical. I can block, and I can sometimes have super armor, so why wouldn't an enemy be able to do that? But fuck, it's annoying, dude. I think the difference is when that Revenant hit me, it chewed up like one hit chews up like a third of my health. What the fuck? Okay, so what I'm learning now is that this thing's hitbox isn't nearly as reliable as that one. Why? I don't fucking know, man. Can't wait for this one to super armor and just kick me with that. Didn't happen. Okay, cool. The fact that that backstab didn't kill is just stupid. Can't see shit, thanks game. Okay, cool. Wait, what? What the hell just happened? Okay. I'm stunned. Everything should have been completely under control. Everything should have been totally fine. I genuinely don't know what the fuck just happened. Fuck you, game. I'm like replaying those events in my, like, I'm genuinely really distracted right now because I'm like trying to replay what happened in my head because, like, I don't know, I dashed away and then my character took 2 steps forward and bonked on the paralyzed enemy, breaking the paralysis. Like, what the fuck? What was any of that? Because you cannot tell me it was Fleetfoot. Now I want to know. Does Fleetfoot break paralysis? Guess I'm not going to find out on that guy. It does! That is extremely stupid! Okay, I think I know what happened now, but I'm not happy about the information that I have. His toots broke my humanity sprites. You know... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, yeah, I'll just turn on my my phone notifs so I'll actually hear the shit, you know, text, root, whatever. Actually text, because I feel like that would be more likely to just be instantly reliable, and if I do not respond, call me. Actually, you know what? Nah, because the second hit on that does have some paralysis. I just about never use this because it's not actually good. I suppose shove. Not sure if that uses the weapon or not. So we're gonna hear some meh on stream today. Okay, this is the Twilight mission, not the... This is not the Underworld. See, that right there is another example of why I think, like, giant heaps of like, irrational super armor for just about every attack on Revenants is horseshit. I did my Tonfa counter, but one attack of that came out, and the rest of it just got eaten by his super armor. Fucking pissed, dude. Dipshit. Please move? Jesus, my character is just standing around like an asshole. Boo hiss. I don't know that I've ever heard that Revenant cry before, because I've never seen a Revenant do that attack. hey, I missed this one. Hey, what's up, Keone? How's it going? Just up to my usual bullshit. Getting stuck on pots. Fucking pots, dude. Get out of here. Oh, whoops. Oops. Lots of whoopsies. You appear to be trying to fall off the ledge, sir. Perfect. Oh shit, what? That's not where I was trying to go. Bitch. Good. He also appears to be trying to fall off. Boy, I hope you weren't, like, planning on actually fighting me later. Man, I genuinely, honest to God, I tried so hard to find a way to make the Gaki Soul Core useful. Like, I looked for as many scenarios as I could to find, like, even one situation where I can say, yes, in this incredibly rare circumstance, the Gaki Soul Core is really, really good. Nope. Couldn't find a single fucking reason to use it. Oh, is that not here in the Twilight mission? Okay, cool. That's actually kind of convenient, and I'm never going to remember that in a million years. Oh yeah, you know, you'll get me one day. Go for it. Quaking in me boots, I am. Alright, well, that was a good try, buddy. Boy, I probably looked like I was in an awful lot of trouble when all of these dudes got involved at the same time, huh? Like, oh no, that's a lot of bad uns. Now what'll we do? He'll just demonstrate why paralysis is fucking busted. Well, can be at least. Ooh, that's rough. Good job. Okay. Hey, cut it out. I would say definitely Dweller. There's like a huge number of people that don't even know, like, that. Not only is there a huge number of people that don't know that Dweller is good at all, a lot of people don't even bother to look. A lot of people just assume, like, oh, it's an early game enemy. I never bothered to check. But, like, bruh. You can use it in just about any circumstance. If, like, especially like if you've got a decent anima income, Dweller is so cheap to cast, he may as well be free in some cases. But you can use him to bust humans. You can use him to bust yokai. You can use him to as like a faux super armor. You can use him to pre-clear yokai pools. You can. Not only does he pre-clear the yokai pool, but he punishes the making of it. It's ridiculous. He can be used as a key bridge, i.e. if you're, like, let's say you're tapping up your key use a lot, like, oh man, I'm starting to run low. I'll just cast Dweller, and oh look, my key is basically at peak again. You can use him for so fucking much, it's insane. And a lot of people don't even know that he's good, like at all. It's real silly. Did that just fucking knock him down? Yo, I think Dweller just, like, literally knocked him down out of that burst attack. That's deeply silly. And honestly, like, off the top of my head, I can't think of any enemy that you really shouldn't use Dweller against. Like, the biggest issue that Dweller faces in terms of, like, usefulness against different enemies are enemies that flinch backwards. There's, like, hyper-specific circumstances, like, Ongyoki, the upgraded Kuroka, is a very dodgy son of a bitch, so, like, even if you catch him with Dweller, there's no guarantee that he won't dodge out of the way. But because, like, the most useful thing about him is the thing that makes most people think he's going to be useless. He appears to be very slow. But the thing that makes him so great is the fact that he's out on the field for as long as he is. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to continue to I'm going to keep on remembering other things that he can be used for. You know how there's, like, Benkei's Soul Core, like, the whole, like, gimmick with him is that he's a big dude and he, like, will tank, like, attacks? Dweller does that. Like, if Fuki is about to, like, fire a cannon shot, I can cast Dweller and Dweller will eat the Fuki shot. And it won't even interrupt his attack. But yeah, the fact that he hangs out on the field, like, for human enemies, even if it doesn't hit them, it forces them to dodge, which means it forces them to chew up ki. Either they chew up ki by dodging, Sometimes more than once, usually more than once. Or they tank some hits and get broken. with yokai, especially if their purple bar is gone, so they're at a point where hits make them flinch, mate, you can cast Dweller and then do whatever the fuck you want. You can cast Dweller and then eat an elixir, pop an anti-poison pill, cast whatever fucking magic you like. You have enough time to charge up Rumbling Earth. You have enough time to Sign of the Cross, EI, you can Night Rain, like whatever charge attack you can think of, you have time for it. I think you might not have enough time to charge up Focus Strike with the with the Switchglaive. But like genuinely, like I could probably talk about it for the next 20 minutes and not run out of circumstances where Dweller would be fucking amazing to use. And I mean, if you really start like watching out for how often I use it, it's a bunch. It's like really, 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 really a lot. Nah, there's nothing in here that matters. What was that? It was 621 Tonfa. As far as like other soul cores that people don't see a whole lot of value in, Kamai Tachi is a bit of a weird one. That one reminded me of it just now. A lot of people think it only throws out 2. It throws out 3. You just have to like wait for the third one to come out before you move or do anything, because it's super easy to cancel it unintentionally. Do I think that the third one makes the soul core suddenly useful? Not really. Most of the soul cores that people think are really good are, in my estimation, are wildly overvalued. Like, Kasha. You watch a whole lot of, like, casual gameplay of this, like, Kasha is goddamned everywhere. It's just... In my experience, Kasha is the I don't know how to play this game soul core. I think Ippon is overrated. Like, Ippon is good. And the best thing about Ippon isn't even, like... It isn't even his key damage or how simple he is to use. The best thing about Ippon is that he will stun any yokai, any enemy really, out of whatever attack they're doing. If it hits them, it doesn't matter what attack they're doing, they're gonna get staggered. And that's really, really sick. Super useful. But as we discussed last time, the way that I see it, Ippon isn't that useful overall because he costs too much to cast. Yatsu no Kami is wildly overrated. Because, like, while he is insanely good if you use him in a box where he bounces off of fucking walls over and over, then yeah, he's gonna shred anything in sight. But if you're in an open area, he's a total waste. Ryomen, I don't remember his exact costs, but Ryomen is good if you want confusion. Okay, so believe it or not, Ryomen's actual key damage is equal to Dweller. And his attunement cost is 10 and his cast cost is 8. If you want the confusion factor, then he's good. However, his affliction rate isn't that high, and if you've already afflicted the enemy that you're using him on with either fire or saturation, if you've already done either one of them once, there is a really high chance that you're not going to achieve confusion because one of them won't proc. So in that situation, far and away the best thing about Ryomen is that it's several hits. He's kind of a rolling blender, right? He's a big multi-hit in a circle. So his AoE in that case would be his best aspect. But like his anima bonus enemy confused is... See, I don't know if in his case in particular, if an enemy becoming confused based on using Ryomen results in actually receiving the anima bonus. Because I know that in a lot of cases, like let's say that you have the poison slime, right? The toxic slime, its ability is just a poison spit. So if you have the toxic slime and anima bonus enemy poisoned, if you use the toxic slime to poison the enemy, you will not receive a bonus based on that soul core use. See what I'm saying? So like using a soul core does not typically result in its own bonus. But I admittedly haven't tested Ryomen for whether or not that happens. My personal opinion, I think, like, Ryomen overall is a waste unless you're confusion gaming. If you're not about the confusion, and I'm not about the confusion, then he's a total waste of space. My issue is that, like, because I use purity and corruption, any element is a bother because I'm trying to keep enemies purified or corrupted. And as we discussed before, when you confuse an enemy, you can no longer, like, you cannot add additional infliction to an already confused enemy. So, if I had a soul core that applied Saturate, as an example, then my purified enemy would now have Saturate, which means it would be taking elevated key damage and elevated elevated melee damage on top of whatever its debuff for confusion is, which, by the way, in case you didn't know, different enemies have like confusion affects different enemies differently, just to put that out there. It elevates the amount of damage that they take, but there are other side effects that are different from enemy to enemy. In my case, literally any element that would be in addition to purity or confusion would be a problem, because as confusion runs out, it would also take away purity or corruption. You see what I'm saying? So, like, for me, when I'm looking at soul cores, I like anything that afflicts with... If it afflicts with something that isn't poison or paralysis, it's a problem. And the reason that those two don't matter for this equation is because poison and paralysis do not apply for confusion. That was probably a much larger answer than you expected. Sorry about that. For fuck's sake, come on. Split staff on the sweet scent of plums. My like one of the biggest things for me with the soul cores is that like you've only got 3 that you can use, right? So depending on like usually when I'm talking to somebody about soul cores, the first thing that I really want to know is like, let's state what your goals are. What are you trying to achieve? And if someone told me confusion, I would never say Ryomen. I would almost certainly suggest Oni B of whatever element you want to focus on combined with something else. Ah, come on. Alright, whatever. It's like, more or less what the equation becomes is it's like, whatever your stated purpose is, and then like a top 3 for that purpose. God, I hate these guys, dude. Wait, this fucker heals? Oh my god, get out of my life, dude! Oh my god! Annoying sack of shit. See, I had to completely change the way that I was fighting him just now because he was confused. It wasn't bad though. Turns out it's fine on enemies that are gonna go down that quickly. Dude, fucking, I really hate those guys. When you can't focus on them and they just spam magic forever. Like, I say that they should have a limitation on how many times they could cast, you know, just like the player does? Or at the very least, they should have some kind of consumable that they use to re-up their magic. Again, like the player does. But like range spam in this game is just super irritating. You're kidding. Man, that is so good. The fact that Demon Undercut is treated like a projectile is just stupid, but also hilarious. I really need to get good at using this again. Oh, fuck off. Bruh. You know what? It's cold enough today that I could do some dance game, and I'm very, very much considering it. This is not the correct Guardian. I didn't change it. Whoops. Why did my shit not work? You know what? Fuck off, buddy. Thankfully, we are right next to the changing station. Oh, man. I'm a mess today. Who did you end up getting killed by? Hellish Hag. Ooh. Also, since Dweller's attacks are top-down, he has a habit of hitting horns. I mean, you can hang out over there if you like. Well done. For some reason, I thought I remembered there being a Yasha here. Dude, this flash attack is so good. Okay. What a mess. Ah, fuck this up so bad, dude. Good lord. Now there's a goddamn crab being an annoying prick. Dude, just get out of life. Sweet Christ, I mishandled that so bad. Man. Evidently, I'm just bad at this today. Excuse me, sir. You're annoying the shit out of me. What an unfortunate place for that grave to be. One of these days I really could use some just like straight up like focus on split staff training. So you know what I've been wondering this whole time, because like I know that when enemies shed off debuffs, that they become more resistant to receiving that same debuff again. But I've been wondering about like when an enemy is purified, right? So I've done attacks and they've become purified. If I switch to my corruption weapon and hit them with that, then they become corrupted. And that removes purity. And then if I go back to purity, then that and purify them, then that removes corruption. My question is whether or not they gain increased resistance to those afflictions when they're removed because I did it. Because I don't know, maybe. Oh, God damn it. Is this one of those situations? Yes. Where if you dash just right, you can get to it. Oh wow, that utterly ruined his ass. That's another thing you may have noticed, is that when I kill an Oni B and it forces an element on me, I'll switch my weapon twice to get rid of that element. Silly music from silly video game. Oh, I guess in theory this Yasha knows I am here. So Calming Breath isn't gonna do it. Bro. Oh, this is wrong fair? She. I am absolutely certain that the list of tracks that I looked at for Final Fantasy XI was wildly incomplete. Restless Spirits Sword. Ow. It's wrong fair. Wasn't that the area just outside of Sandoria? Urume though, maybe. Oh, I think I remember what this is. Well, that's not what I meant to do. thing. We have another guy trying to fall out. What? What? Game, what the fuck is this fuckery, dude? You're not the only one that can do that, bub. I've got this itchy spot on my left leg that has genuinely been getting on my fucking nerves for like the last 20 minutes. Well, so much for that armor buff. Black. Just two, man. When you hit an enemy to the ground on that and they just like burst into a bunch of loot, I think it's hilarious. But it certainly looks good. Okay, that's quite enough of your shit, sir. By the way, I may not have mentioned this before, but Night Drain doesn't really require you to like fully charge it. In fact, like the gap between fully charging it and just releasing it is not that long. So as soon as it's ready to go, it's ready to go. Yep, that's where the fire is. Congratulations, you found it. Dude, that is some bullshit. You had no key to work with. Get out of here. Yeah, annoying prick. You know what, just for funsies, I think on the next mission we'll do a +9 stone instead of level sync, and you'll be able to like see the for real difference, because it's goddamn massive. God damn it, what the fuck? What? Bro, are you serious? I gotta hate that, dude. I hate it. I hate it so much. The degree to which I earned that is just staggering. I took 600,000 damage in this room once. And I still don't know what in the fuck caused it. Wait, what? Totally unnecessary overkill. Wow. Bro. Alright, I've genuinely had it with your bullshit. Sit down, fucker. Yo, what's up, Kremmy? Welcome back. I see you survived the rest of that 14. I cannot believe Shibata's giving me problems. I cannot believe Shibata's giving me problems. Could you fucking stop, dude? Well, yeah. What am I doing, dude? Playing like a fucking scrub. Like a fucking scrub. Bruh, I wish I had some fucking tacos. I suppose I could cook myself like a chicken taco pizza. You know what, now that I've said that, bruh. See, I make my own like spicy sauce to put on tacos, and then I basically to me a chicken taco pizza is a decent tortilla with that sauce on it, shredded chicken, and then like okay, for when it comes to cheese, like. I know that I should probably use Mexican blend for something like this, but I'm a creature of habit, and I sure do love Colby Jack. Freshly shredded, of course. Oh, did he stop doing that? Or is life just keeping him from doing it? There it is. Yep, that's how it go. A cavern known as the Viper's Sanct. Oh, I didn't do the thing I said I was gonna do. Whoops. Yes, sir. It is. Why do I have two of these? Yeah, no, I know what happened. Anyway, so I'm gonna put this on Dream of the Nioh, receive stone, put it on 9. Oh, hell yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna cancel the level sync. And we'll see just how much this matters, and it's a lot. It's a lot. It's really a lot. One down and gone. Boop. Okay, sir, you are annoying the shit out of me. I am a basic bitch when it comes to burgers, not gonna lie. I just have... Honestly, mostly just like the meat and the cheese. And whatever kind of fanciness I put in the sauce. I mean, like, caramelized onions. I try to make the meat as delicious as possible and then not put anything anywhere near it that's going to completely detract from that flavor. Nah! That's madness. Viv likes her burgers plain. I don't, like, I mean, I say it's madness. I don't know. I certainly don't want my shit that way. Oh, is the other direction? Okay. Been a long time since I've been on this variant of this map. God, honestly, I kind of feel like I'm cheating. Like, enemies are dying so easy, bro. Well, see, like, the way I typically prepare the meat involves, like, you know, like seasonings and a spice blend, you know, like all those kinds of things that elevates the meat to its maximum potential. And especially something like the lettuce and tomato typically adds a lot of water content, and that, like, honestly, that makes me sad. Because that's going to take away from all of that lovely work that I did with that spice blend. I genuinely thought just the back hit was gonna do it. There's a place that I miss in the Chicago area that, like, Honestly, it's probably one of the best burgers I've... Oh. Whoops. It's probably one of the best burger places I've ever been to. And it's like this little unassuming place in a food court. Like, you would never look at this and be like, that's gonna be where one of the best burgers ever is gonna be. This is the kind of place that's like, well, we gotta eat something. Especially since, like, the name is super generic. It's called 4x4 Extreme Burgers. And, like, I gotta tell you, like, anybody that tells you that, like, oh, Chicago's got a really good food scene, those people don't know what flavor is. Because I gotta say, most of the food that we had in Chicago, because we were desperate, man. We were desperate to find something that tasted good. But, like, most of the fast food and restaurant food in Chicago really just didn't have any flavor at all. Like, none. Nothing. But this dude, I don't know if he was, like... He wasn't from around there. I don't know if he was, like, Serbian or definitely from... My guess is somewhere in that general area. Oh, no, he apparently had never got the memo that flavor wasn't allowed in this area. And, bro, those burgers were fucking amazing. So we were there a lot. Not only that, but, like, this dude gives big portions. Like, big portions. God, I miss that place. Anyways, I'm gonna put level sync back on because that's where the real difficulty is. Get rid of his dumb penance stone. Yeah, that's the good place. There's a burger place here that's fucking amazing, but there is only the one place, so I'm not gonna be like, this is the name of my favorite burger place here, because then you'd get, like, a really good, solid idea of where I am. And while I'm not worried about Crimmy knowing, I do upload this footage to YouTube, so I'm not trying to dox myself. Oh, right. Sword. Okay. That was curious. Not really. I mean, like, I don't dislike pasta, but you want to talk about, like, rice and pasta, you should be talking to Viv. That's her shit. I mean, like, here lately, I just appreciate any food that I'm allowed to eat. Well, maybe not any. That's probably a bit of an exaggeration, but, like, genuinely, my dietary restrictions are quite a nuisance. What I like, that is, I mean, like, the things that I like are mostly the things I'm not allowed to have, so obviously stuff like pizza and whatnot. I do love pizza, I do love burgers. I am known for making a really, really good chili. That's the shit right there. Like, honestly, if I were to make a pot of my chili right now, I would be eating chili exclusively for at least the next 4 days. Oh, you didn't know that about me? Like, yeah, I won some chili cook-offs in Texas. 2 years running. I just say though, like the main reason I didn't keep doing the chili cook-off thing is because it's really, really expensive, and if you don't win, you just eat a huge financial loss. So it's, I don't want to say it's not worth it, but it's not though. Like the first year, if I had lost the first year, my overall financial losses would have been about $2,800. And the second year, my overall financial losses would have been something closer to 4,000. Yeah, the second year, like the combination of costs and winnings, I think I only walked away up like maybe $1,100, and considering that the risk is like way hella worse than $1,100, no, yeah, I'm telling you, it's not worth it. Because like the thing is that like there's the fees that you gotta pay to like be in the competition at all, which isn't as much as everything else. Honestly, that part, blip. It's barely on the radar. The part that matters is that you have to make a whole lot of batches of your shit, man. You can't just like have... You can't just have enough for the judges. All of the participants taste each other's wares, and people that pay admission and whatnot. So like, you end up having to make massive amounts of your stuff. And by the way, at the end of all of that, my hands felt hella wrecked, and that also made it not feel worth it. But yeah, like the first year I walked away with like, I don't know, something like $2,300 in winnings, and the second year it was, I say $2,300 in winnings. I came out 2,300-ish in the green. But like with the diminished returns on the second year, I was like, this can fuck off. Okay. It is a good experience, though, and it does confirm that my chili is fucking amazing. Because I was told that it was extremely rare for the exact same recipe to win 2 years in a row. And that is what I did. I had the same recipe the second year as I did the first time. It's not unheard of, it's just very uncommon. Oh, god damn it. You shit-cocking cockshitter. Well, if I ever get a chance to hang out with the Bunga clan, I'd like to show you both my chili. Honestly, if I could make my chili for literally every one of my friends, I would be about it. I make it in fairly large batches. Nah, but the photos don't do it justice anyway. Like I have pictures, some old pictures, but it wouldn't do anything for you, I promise. Nah, genuinely, a photograph, it just looks like brown sludge with beans in it. Hello? I'm over here pressing buttons, game. You know what? Oh, this door closes, huh? I was curious how much of the stage it would even let me bother to try to go back to. None of it seems. So here's what I think I'm gonna do. The temperature is quite nice for dance game today. So given that we're about to get into temperatures where that's gonna be true basically never, I think I should capitalize on that. But first, I should eat something. And since we've talked about chicken taco pizza, I'm gonna do that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some of that in. It's good for my health. No! Anyway, so yeah, I'll be back a little bit later. Y'all have a good one. What the fuck? Why is the audio getting weird? What is happening in this video game? Perfect. Because why not? What? I really wish I'd been paying attention to